Hello everyone, Agion here, another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the OKW player, we have Squishy Muffin, instantly locking in the Fear Storm Doctrine. I am probably going to get another Storm Pioneer soon after this Kubelwagen. Kubelwagen's definitely here for capturing up the flanks. On the south side as the Soviet player, we have Lima OscarMike. Awesome military phonetic for LOM. You have the tier 1 opener with 2 combat engineers. You should have the penal squad already coming up soon. Actually, what I found out is if you have your second squad of combat engineers build this, by the time it gets complete, you just usually will have just enough for the penal squad. So you have actually a bit of better map control if you use the second squad for building, so you can have the other one go out capturing. We got dual Kubelwagen opener. Most likely we'll see another Sturm Pioneer after this, because he did definitely went for this auction. He's probably going to eye for dual Flamen Warfare. Granted, that's not exactly the greatest of all ideas versus Soviet with those demo charges. Nasty little things. Pinos have been built. Looks like he forgot to rally it out to a certain location, so lose a little bit of footwork there, but nothing too crazy. We do got the scout car now coming on out. And you got some very good hits by the Kubelwagen. He's going to get this behind this heavy cover. Actually, he's going to go all the way around. Actually heading to a building, I guess. This building only has one window. If you were to go into this building, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 windows. I'm not exactly sure if this up here is a window. He's going to hit the cutoff point, but there is some reinforcing penals. He will get the cutoff, but he's cutting off nothing at the moment. The fuel has not been captured. And you got the scout car now on out. You got these combat engineers capturing up this cutoff, which will deny, in fact, the fuel point, but not the VPs. Can't cut off VPs. Unless, well, you can always cut off in form of close the pocket and then send down an absurd amount of firepower upon that location. Going for a Volksgrenadier, not for another Sturm Pioneer. That's a bit... I was going to assume there's going to be a Sturm Pioneer just for the... since he went for this auction. He has spotted the scout car with penals in the back. There is no Panzerfaust here to help ward this away because he needs to get the building. We'll build up this mine just, maybe just out of the vision range. But if he pulls this one back, he will lure it away from the mine. Will have significant damage upon that unit. He's probably going to swing around wide. He could drop off the penals here and then swing around wide back home to a combat engineer. I'm guessing. Can't say for sure. We got another squad of Volksgrenadier on the build queues. No dual Sturm Pioneer opener. Or anytime soon. This scout car has received quite a bit of fire. The Kubelwagen may get some good penetrating hits with the penal squad here. It's a 50-50. It could... Oh no, that's definitely a... This almost went down. He could lure over this mine. He could lure over this mine. This truck may push over that direction. However, he does not. I wonder if there's an animator for this thing to move as a vehicle. A bit of a side note there. I wonder if any of these vehicles have a movement animation. This is definitely an open blitz, so this does have a movement animation. I'm not sure about these cars. The scout car has not been repaired up. Tried to use overdrive, but will in fact die. That was a very poor choice in order to bring that forward. He should just retreat that back home, repair it up, and then bring it back out once it's ready. There's all 5 windows here to be fired. All 5 Volksgrenadier can fire from this angle. If you would move over here, in fact, only this window, I believe, can fire, not these 2. While this one has all these 4 windows and plus the bell tower up here. So actually the optimal angle is from this direction. Because I do believe only this one can fire. You can see here there's a window broken here. We don't see a window broken here or on the other side. What's in here? Oh, there's some Volks bodies, but I think those are just guys dying. Not actually already in the church. I wonder, does other houses have interiors? Man, where's all the furniture? Yep, no furniture. I know some buildings like the ambulance and some other buildings have a bit more decorative interior, but I guess not with these. Ooh, that line mine managed to get 3 models there. Very nice. I just wonder. Now I'm just curious if all these other buildings have any interiors. Oh, that chimney makes sense. You can sort of see it. We do got the combat engineers. They did spot this Kubelwagen. The Kubelwagen is just capturing more and more points, or recapturing points, I should say. Heroes will easily push away, especially if it gets behind this truck. There's no point trying to contest this point. Just contest the fight. You don't need to contest the point all too much, really. Looks like this Kubelwagen did. Wait, did he get more Kubelwagens? No, that one's been dead for quite a bit of time. This one is going to get hit in by these Penals. Could win out if you get some good penetrating hits. Well, lucky good shots. The Penals are getting quite close. MG34 here is a good suppression platform. Has the same suppression as the MG42. Just doesn't do as much damage. Which, for MG, you really want just suppression more than damage. And it's cheap enough that you can spam out. You got the salvaging of this vehicle. Every bit count. He looks like he already has salvaged that one. And thinks he has also have thorough salvage, so he gets plus 15 munitions. Along with the 5 fuel. We do got this 2-2 not being out on the field, which I'm sort of surprised he didn't go for a Puma. He's locked in this doctrine. He's definitely going to eye for a Flame Panzer 38 Hetzer, maybe even 2. So this will sort of overlap and function later on the game. So I would assume that a Puma for mobile anti-tank option will be a better choice. Even if it's a bit early, it has a decent machine gun in order to fight vehicles, or to fight infantry. MG34 is probably going to garrison up that building for a pretty good suppression. But we do got a Flamer team here. The Flamer can go in this barn, doing significant amount of damage to this nearby unit, but there's no windows on the side, which is a bit of a problem. But there's a 2-2 here to protect. You got to rush forward with a satchel, but he will get forced away. This engineer squad is trying to rush forward, but he will get hit by a bit of suppression, I believe. No, he got in the building. Very nice. He is going to take, what, 3 or 4 bursts in order to wipe out that building entirely. He just needs one more burst. Will not to wipe out the squad. Significant flame damage along with the 2-2 will kill off that squad. You got a satchel charge in the building. He can't. Better stay back. He's going to lose a model. Very close, actually. And that building's still up. But you can see now you got the interior. It really opens up the interior. It allows a bit more airflow. That's there's hardly anything left in the house. I'm not exactly sure how on earth this thing's still standing. This will cause the building to collapse no matter what in real life. There's just not enough walls to hold up the structure. You got a tier 3 has been built. He has enough fuel for any option in there, and SU-76 would be a great option. He saw the flamethrower. He's going to need to get, so he's going to probably be expecting flame Hetzlers and not even a tier 3 structure. Yeah, Pumas are decent at fighting, so he's probably going to be worrying about Pumas. So SU-76 may be a good option at this point. Do you got another Sheriff Panzer Corps? Not Sheriff Panzer, or another SWS half track on the build queue. Most likely eyeing for a battle group HQ for the heals. Do you got a minesweeper team? Very good idea in order to sweep for demo charges and other various landmines. You do in fact have another shoe mine, almost in the same spot, a little bit off. But these Pinos will definitely sweep the mine the good old-fashioned way. SU-76 now out on the field. This will be a good counter to the T-78. There is a cannon for help ward away. Good amount of damage on these conscripts. The Swamp Pioneers are trying here to deny the cap, and they will. A nice cutoff point right here, which will deny all the munitions and various fuel from this point here. But we will see a demo charge right here. He could go. He is approaching the field for another SU-76. That is another option. Plus, their passive barrages, active barrages, I should say, to help force away these units. He is hitting these trucks quite nicely. The cannon warfare has set up out of vision range, however, so it didn't get any good shots off. MG34 has eyes upon this cutoff point, so he will be denying this field point for the time being. Looks is starting to move forward. He will force away the penals. He still has quite a bit of fuel. Ooh! Something just died there. Flamethrower Pioneers just died. You got a Ura forward, but he just vaulted over, so they have a bit of a time before they do actually vault over and start moving around freely. Ooh, SU-76 in the field of the cannon whip for one last shot, but he repositions before he allowed the fire. He could have easily got off a shot in that time. Overall, very good field presence from the OKW player at the moment. The tickets, however, are still in favor of the Soviet player. And do got a tier 2 side tech in order to get most likely a Maxim for this building. I'm just predicting Maxim. You can another MG34, another suppression platform. Not a huge amount of AT of any sort. Do got a satchel charge upon the Vikenwerfer. They just stack up upon the retreat and we'll get the kill. That's a free Vikenwerfer. That is important. He needs more AT. One of these squads just got suppressed and pinned thanks to this MG34 team. Most likely he will resecure this with the conscripts or the combat engineers once they get done repairing. Overall, a brief moment of quietness fell upon the battlefield. Soldier players just regrouping, regathering his forces. And there's no AT currently for the OKW player. So he's a bit vulnerable at the moment to a T-70 or a AA half-track. Maxim moving its way forward. MG34 has repositioned, just avoiding a direct fire, I guess. We got these Pinos getting ripped apart by this Flamer team. He needs to fall back, but he may have left it out to dry. He will, in fact, lose that squad entirely. He can't be affording to lose that. Looks now moving forward. He does spot this, maybe he may have spotted this TM35 mine being built. We'll get two nice penetrating hits, but looks like he just needs a little bit more than one more shot. Incendiary upon the church will displace the Maxim. We got kind of warfare here. It doesn't prioritize fire on, which can be a bit of a problem. But the auctions will be good. Mega Knight support. The ISU 152 may be actually quite potent on this map. He knows he's against the Ear Storm. So he most likely actually didn't go for medical. He went for Black HQ. Well, the ISU 152 does have potent AT versus all options, including the Panther. Well, reasonably fights Panther, but can easily fight the Panzer IV. So that may be an option. IS-2 plus KV-8, that's a very reliable option. And we got Soviet Industry. Another potential option. The KV-2 can be quite potent also, especially in this urban map. Have it in siege mode right here, which will deny this entire area, even versus other tanks.
The enemy is reduced to 300 points.
So I want to check something. To make sure I'm actually speaking. My microphone is on. Last thing I want to do is go through 18 minutes of recording and not have actually my microphone on. We got well, the Maxim was distracted. He will get flamed, but he will evacuate in a nice, timely manner. But he didn't retreat back. Now these Storm Pioneers can move forward and fire one flame. As you can see, only this window is able to fire. And now this unit is getting roasted. One, maybe two more hits until he's forced back. Well, wiped anyways. MG34 has been flanked, but is going to jump into this building. Could try to running forward for a satchel. But we do got Incendiary here. We do got the shock rifle frontline tactics being called in. This building may get set on fire entirely. This unit will have trouble suppressing versus unit in heavy cover, so he may actually lose this unit entirely. He needs to retreat out on this side. Yes, he does. Storm Pioneers on a nice flank. Oh, but hits a landmine. Gets wiped by that way. Oh, but the Bishop Tree Pass heading through the fire. Actually, he didn't try to go for a squad wipe. He went to capture the MG34 team. And will actually manage to secure that with no problem. Could actually got a wipe if thanks to this also squad already being here. This unit's still negative ground, receiving more and more fire. We'll get one more model. In fact, if that squad would have fired upon it, may have got the squad wipe, no problem. Panther on the build queue, so we will see this heavy tank hunter versus the KV-8. The SU-76 can't help fight the Panther along with the Kenworther. We do got a Ura forward with for the AT grenade, but he is paying attention, so he will pull that back. At this point, I would like to see perhaps Zis in order for additional AT. It does, of course, have the anti-tank gun ambush tactics, so they have, of course, the cloaking capability, which can be very potent. Panther and looks now moving forward. He does have the Panther mount being built. The Panther mount really does help the Panther with anti-infantry capability. With this guy, there's just way too much fire upon this Penal Squad for them to do anything, let alone fighting against a Panther. This Penal Squad has been left at the dry, has been gunned down. Ooh, thanks to the heavy cover, the Flaming Warper did bonus damage versus it. And now the Panthers now starting to move forward. We do got Incendiary Barrage upon this MG-34, but this looks here will ward away against any infantry assault afterwards. And he will burn down that building entirely. He may actually been focusing that down in order to burn it, to make it ablaze. AV-1 has been spotted, does have a good amount of armor, did withstand that shot. Did get a penetrating shot here from the SU-76. Will not get the AT grenade off. You got the beginning warfare here. He could reinforce conscripts, merge squad, so he has his 6 men in order to fight this Panther. The tickets are in favor of the OKW player at the moment, but there's going to be there is a cap in favor of the Soviet player. And I think now rolling on forward. But there is an SU-76 here. Well, and is this and the Kenworther. So there is an ample amount of AT, and the KVA can go forward and sync up the shots, such as shown here. This in range, the Kenworther in range rolls double bounce. Oh, but the squad's getting burned alive and gets killed by the Sturm Pioneer. Do got another SU-76 now coming on out, not saving up for the IS-2. He needs the anti-tank assets now. Does have plenty anti-infantry and anti-tank gun with this KV-8 with its powerful and potent. That was a bit double entendre. Flamethrower. He can burn stuff alive. Burn AT tanks alive. Looks we'll spot this Max in the church, not big surprise, but there's a SU-76 getting a nice penetrating hit. He's approaching 3 stars of efficiency, so he gets increased rate of fire, and sighting the main gun, so he has more responsive fire.
SU-76 ready for action.
He did go for the maximum suppression bolt, and just so they can suppress a bit better. We'll get one penetrating hit, which will be enough to ward away the Panther. Munitions, he does have enough for incendiary barrage, so if he eyes for another building that needs to be set on fire, he can. But we will have a snare. No, he's not using Panzerfaust. He's not realizing it. He can easily get a Panzerfaust upon this Volksgrenadier. In fact, I think there may be a bit of a disconnect issue, whether it be with internet or with his mind in the game. And we'll lose that squad entirely thanks to the penals. Panther will get a number of good shots on the KVA, but leaving himself open to the Isis and Su-76. We got another Sturm Pioneer squad may in fact go down. It's been left out to dry. And we'll lose that squad entirely. That is a huge problem, losing 2 squads. Well, he may remove a conscript squad, but that's a lesser impact. No! This area wreaks havoc on line of sight, so he will in fact save it. Looks like he did lose his combat engineer somewhere. Rebuilding it now to repair his KV-8. He could afford another combat engineer just for additional repairs. But he is approaching another Su-76 fuel and manpower. He only needs 75 fuel, just needs what? 270 manpower? 280.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Could have easily seen a skill shot, satchel charge to board to get the damage crit, engine crit, but however, we did not. Incendiary barrage here to displace these units. Though he's in a mobile state, he will take minor damage. AV-8 still not fully repaired. We do got a nice hit from Su-76. Now 3 stars of veteran has increased rate of fire, increased chances for penetrating hits, and this Su-76 will decisively destroy the Kopenhagen. Look at the engine damage crit thanks to the AT gun, and 1 shot away from death. Su-76 ends this, trying to get some penetrating hits. Will force away the unit. Will not be able to dive and kill off it. Actually, never mind. He's going to go in. There's a little bit of repairs coming down. He maybe enough to save it. We'll fire. It will be enough to save it. Maybe it wasn't enough in the first place. We'll get a nice rear armor penetrating hit. We got a still right there. It will kill off the KV-8. We got the rocket barrage somewhere, probably on the church. The church has collapsed. There's no more Maxim. That's most likely what it was. But just down to 1 Volk squad. That's a huge problem. Though the 222 is still alive, he could easily got a AT grenade into a satchel, and the Panther will manage to escape. Another lag is an ill-advised option, I would say, because he needs infantry to shoot the enemy. The lag's just not exactly effective against a mobile army composition such as penals and conscripts. You have a bit of fuel build up, most likely eyeing for the IS-2. I was going to say ISU, but no, it's IS-2. We got Incendiary Barrage hitting this unit. We'll do quickly burn it dead. I think it's getting hit by multiple sloshes, why it's receiving a lot of damage over time. think those do stack. Can't really say off the top of my head, I know that. But I'm presuming they do. Because are in favor of the Soviet player at the moment, just barely. You got Veterancy 5 Volks at close range, but the Penals should be able to win out because they specialize at close range in comparison. Getting some very good damage. He may actually lose that running over negative ground, but now in the heavy, getting some light cover actually right there. Nice pop forward. We'll get more volleys, but will not secure. We'll manage to secure this MG34, but we'll receive a lot of indirect fire, just barely missing the squad wipe there. MG34 facing the wrong direction. Penal squad's facing the wrong direction. But it's better to have Penals facing the wrong direction than MG34. You just saw it over here. SU-76 long resist, facing the wrong direction. And McKenna Wiffer. McKenna Wiffer can go for it, cloaked and spot. Running too far forward, he's going to go. He could have gotten the suppression. He actually fired off a burst. Bit of a misplay from both sides. Oh, nice penetrating hit before the AT grenade will get the snare, along with the Ken Wiffer getting a good penetrating hit. I don't see any AT to protect. There's no Viken Woofers, there's no Volksgrenadiers with Panzerfaust, but he will be forced off, actually. There's his looks. Can always get a nice rear armor hit. It is at Veterancy 2, so it gets, what, increased accuracy? Veterancy 3, ooh, losing the conscript squad a bit foolishly. Close range barrage will force with the Storm Pioneers. He sees the combat engineer there, so he may expect a demo to go down there, but he's mostly going to eye for more and more incendiary barrages to force away the Viken Woofers, primarily. Then MG34s, then probably the Lags. That's one lag. Where's the other lag? Other lags right here. IS-2 now out on the field, and there's not any good counter to it. There's only the Panther. Well, there may be supporting Panzerfaust, but that's it. No supporting the Ken Wiffer, no supporting King Tiger. Maybe approaching that, but he's actually approaching Panther for the field for another Panther. That's what he should go for. I mean, he will. While his opponent has an IS-2, 2 SU-76s, a Zis, and the Ken Wiffer. A lot of AT options. He also has a MG34 and a Maxim. We do got a nice satchel. Will force with the MG. Will claim 2 of the models. May claim the 3rd with gunfire. Won't get the 3rd with gunfire. Fire. He saw the satchel card going down. He could actually move closer and get some more devastating hits. But will force up the squad away. IS-2 has not been spotted, perhaps. It has dealt 0 damage. We got the Slag being spotted by the IS-2. Now he definitely knows about the IS-2. Pinto mount along the machine gun should make short work of it. Or longer than it really should take. You could go, yeah, could eye destroying that gun entirely. No, he will not. G34 still can be reclaimed. He could go ahead and reclaim that now with his Volks. Storm Pioneers. He's going forward with these Minesweepers just to spot any sort of demo charge or mine. We'll find none. He last saw a penal squad over there, so a little chance he would think there would be a demo charge over there. He last saw the combat engineers, and he's only seen 1 combat engineers at a time over on the left side. I guess they're rapidly counting down in favor of the Soviet player. Only 78 left, soon 75. Soon 74. I'm a bit tired at the moment. I got off of work. I'm trying to drink a bit of water to help me with waking up. I actually could use the restroom, but I'll go ahead and finish this cast and perhaps take a break from casting. I just casted another replay, so casting 2 replays is about all the amount I can do before I get extremely tired. 3 only if I find some really good replays beforehand, so I'm really energetic. We do got some nice hits. Ooh, almost got the kill on that one. We do got the Panther moving forward, but the IS-2 is supported by 2 SU-76s. This is a potent amount of anti-tank. He will push forward. He will dive. There is a supporting lag. Can get some penetrating hits on the SU-26, not so much on the IS-2. Will spot the kill off the Panther. The Panther is still a long way. Has surrendered. Mostly would have been the death in the looks anyways. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.